years of renovating has given this Victorian plenty to be proud of, including the original roof shingles that now hang inside.
Mick, you put your heart and soul into this baby, and you did it for somebody else.
Yeah, I did it for my mom.
She's got to be one happy lady.
Oh yeah, she loves it.
Yeah, but before this project started, Mick insisted on laying down some ground rules.
I bought it as an investment property, and I was really excited about it, so I wanted to email it to my mom and my friends.
He said, I made an offer on this house, keep your fingers crossed. I fell in love with the house. It had a beautiful face.
And so, Mick Barnhart made a deal with his mom, Pat. He'd renovate the 1880 Victorian on the edge of downtown Denver, then sell it to her under one condition.
It was his house until I bought it, and anything he wanted to do, I was to say nothing.
That's not to say she didn't make some suggestions.
I'd be a fool to tell him what to do, because he does beautiful work.
And this Victorian was in need of some serious beautification.
This porch was just all rotted away, and the frames were rotted. There were broken windows. Everything was dirty and worn. You know, I looked at Vic and I said, where do you start? You know, there was so much that had to be done.
Enough renovating to fill 2.5 years. Pat and Mick restored the original staircase, built a brand new master bath. They redid every room in the house with no help at all.
No architect, no contractor, no designer.
No painter, no carpenter, no electrician.
Not even in the new kitchen.
This room was a big pink box, and it wasn't a kitchen when I bought it.
Now it's box beams that cleverly hide plumbing, lighting, even cables. Mick built them, and the cabinets too.
These are fairly inexpensive cabinets, or cabinets you put together in a kit. I just had this idea that we would try and make them look old by painting them brown to look like they were wood underneath, and then just a real thin lacquer of black paint to let the brown show through. And then these small cabinets up on the top, I cut the centers out of them and then routed them to put the glass inside them. But it exceeded my expectation.
Next up, a challenge in the dining room. Fixing those beat-up floors.
They were in really bad shape, and I had not intended to really restore them or reuse them.
But what he did do was flip them.
In most old flooring, you can just flip them over and just resand them. So that's what we decided to do.
Now, my job was to pull all the nails out, and then all of the dirt. You can see how it's caked in here. 125 years of dirt. It was worth it. Look at them, they're beautiful.
The floors were fixed, but the drama was far from over.
Originally, there was a wall here with a doorway here and a doorway then into the kitchen. And we took this wall out.
Which meant one giant beam had to come in.
Frankly, I was scared to death, but I try not to let on too much. I had a friend of mine come over because me and my mom couldn't handle it myself. And we just slowly cranked it up, and hearing the house moan and groan with each turn of the crank. We had the rope tied over the center of it, looped over the joist, and she was well out of harm's way.
And if it slipped, I was supposed to throw my weight into it and save him in case the house came down.
Finally, when we got the beam into place, it was just, I was very relieved.
Well, you can almost hear the house sigh. I mean, it's over.
Next door in the living room, the fireplace was keeping secrets under layers of paint.
It was like a little treasure hunt, you know. You were taking off the paint and the image was appearing, and it looks like some sort of German fairy tale scene.
But Mick's fairy tale was missing a tile.
Fortunately, it was the easiest one to try and replicate. I got a gallon of blue and white paint, and I just kept trying to mix them till it got as close as I could get. This was the most exciting find.
Upstairs in the guest bedroom, Mick got creative with some of the house's leftovers.
These are the old pressed tin shingles that covered the front porch and along the top of the roof. I thought it'd be fun to throw them together in like a patchwork wall treatment here in the bedroom. And now it's just a focal point now, and it's just kind of a fun story to tell.
I knew it was going to be beautiful. I mean, its spirit was there, but it is so much more beautiful than I thought it would be.
I'm very proud of it. I think I had a problem letting go, you know. It's her house now. It's not my house anymore. It's your house.
And he stopped rearranging my furniture.
Still to come, painting spindles made easy, and how not to hang kitchen cabinets.
I'm sorry. I'll take a check instead.